The 10 best US cities for immigrants. Immigration crackdowns and rhetoric from the current administration are making immigrants feel less welcome in many parts of the US and causing alarm with immigration lawyers and Orange County criminal attorneys. But some US cities are defying federal mandates and welcoming immigrants with immigrant-friendly programs and policies. The New York Immigration Coalition and the international money transfer platform TransferWise have created an index of America's best and worst cities for immigrants. The index is based on ranking cities for 9 key criteria, including cost of living, sanctuary city status, immigrant ID programs, and minimum wage. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 best US cities for immigrants, and there are some surprising ones in the top 3, some you would never even have thought of, so make sure you watch till the end. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel Trip Xtreme for more awesome top 10s, and make sure to hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So let's cut to the chase. At number 10 then, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee offers immigrants an attractive, low cost of living and universal preschool, along with a rare municipal ID program that allows immigrants to access services regardless of immigration status. Like the other highly ranked cities named on the list, Milwaukee limits law enforcement cooperation with ICE and refuses to honor ICE's non-legally binding requests to detain immigrants in many scenarios. And at 9, Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles has the second highest immigrant concentration on the list with its 38% immigrant population. California is a very immigrant-friendly state, taking 7 of the top 20 cities in the US. Los Angeles has universal preschool and a high $12 an hour minimum wage, which is much higher than the US median of $8.15. California also enacted a sanctuary state bill in October 2017 that limits cooperation between local officials and federal immigration officers. Plus, Hollywood is in Los Angeles as well. 8. Boston, Massachusetts. Boston has a long history of being welcome to immigrants, and the city has sanctuary city status. A recently enacted $11 an hour minimum wage, universal preschool, and affordable mass transit options round at the attractive immigration-friendly public services. In at number 7, Seattle, Washington. Seattle's population is nearly 20% immigrant, and the city is eager to lend immigrants a helping hand. Seattle's Ready to Work program combines English as a second language or ESL classes with computer literacy instruction and dedicated case managers to help immigrants gain job readiness skills and move toward economic self-sufficiency. The US Department of Labor has identified this innovative program as a best practice example of how to magnify employment funding to help integrate immigrants into the labor workforce. In at 6, it's Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore has been working diligently to make itself welcoming for immigrants. Prior Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake set an ambitious target to increase the city's population by 10,000 new families over a decade, focusing primarily on attracting immigrants. Baltimore enacted a policy prohibiting police and other officials from asking residents about immigration status, and the city introduced a bill for official government ID cards in 2016. ID cards are an important issue for immigrants since they affect access to bank accounts and government services. Having no ID also increases fear and makes immigrants less likely to call police when needed. At number 5, Washington, D.C. Our nation's capital is a popular destination for immigrants with an immigrant population exceeding 14%, of which 40% are naturalized citizens, whatever that may be. At number 4, San Jose, California. Do you know the way? From its place in Silicon Valley, San Jose's Office of Immigrant Affairs works to engage and welcome immigrants. The city speaks proudly of aspiring to be a world-famous multicultural city, especially if you know the way. To further this goal, San Jose has been steadily rolling out innovative programs and campaigns designed to assist immigrants over the last several years. Santa Clara County has even pledged to allocate $1.5 million for legal aid to assist immigrants facing deportation. The city also started a program in 2017 to educate immigrants of their rights and ease restrictions to allow churches to provide sanctuary for undocumented residents if there are deportation sweeps. Now at number 3, New York, New York, because you have to say it twice. New York has a special place in world history for its role in proudly welcoming immigrants into the United States. That'll be the Statue of Liberty then. While NYC has a high cost of living and expensive transportation, it surges ahead of many other cities due to its immigration-friendly city programs and policies. New York is known as an immigration trailblazer with the nation's largest municipal ID program, investments in legal services, and welcoming language access policies. Virtually every immigrant ethnic group is well represented in the city's many neighborhoods, like Chinatown, Little Italy, King Kong. NYC also limits how its law enforcement agencies cooperate with ICE. At number 2, Chicago, Illinois. Chicago shares many traits with New York, including a municipal ID program, universal preschool, and a high minimum wage. And Chicago has a lower cost of living than NYC, but it is a lot colder. Chicago has even launched an innovative public campaign to welcome immigrants and direct them to citizenship information, legal help, and mental health care. And then at number 1, well, it's San Francisco, California. San Francisco achieved high scores on all 9 ranking criteria, except for its cost of living, which is 62% higher than the US average. I'll say that again, 62% higher than the US average. Home prices have surged due to the booming technology industry and startups. San Francisco met all other immigrant criteria, including sanctuary city status, municipal IDs, and even an Office of Civic Engagement and Immigrant Affairs. San Francisco public transport is affordable, and the city's high school graduation rates are higher than Chicago and New York. And there you have the top 10 best US cities for immigrants. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel Trip Xtreme for more fantastic top 10 lists. See you next time.